Hello, class 11s. Like I've already told you that I will be dealing with only the important ones because this is not like a face-to-face interactive session. Okay, so the previous subtopics which I have not done, please go through it. And if you have any problem, you can just message me or just comment in the video as well. So this is the last video for the first chapter, that is scope of sociology and its relationship with other social sciences. And yeah, those who have not submitted your previous assignment, I will be keeping a track of the number of assignments you all submit and the number of assignments you will not be you fail to submit, and all of this will affect your marks. So I suggest it's better you all do it for your betterment. So let's move in the scope of sociology and its relationship with other social sciences. So here we are going to study the scope of sociology, that is, what is the major concern of sociology, what does it study. Like we know, we have already studied that it studies society, human society. Okay, so here it focuses on meaningful interactions between individuals. Okay, so it studies the interactions and the conversations. It doesn't read conversations, but it studies how it goes on. Okay, it studies interactions between individuals, and it focuses on problems such as unemployment, caste conflict, etc. So it focuses on social problems of the society like poverty, unemployment, caste conflict, gender issues, etc. And thirdly, it focuses on labor regulations on the working class. So working class are the people who do not own any means of production, like they are just the workers working under the capitalist people. So that they studied about labor regulations and impact of electronic media on the youth. So we are like, if electronic media is not there, it's like we're not there. So it has a huge impact on our life. So it studies the impact of electronic media, how it is reshaping our life. Impact of the entry of foreign universities on the education system of the country. So India not only has national schools or universities, it has international universities and schools as well. So it studies how such foreign institutions has an impact on the education system that is native to our country. So let's start the relationship. Here I've just given a simple insight because in your textbook it's too long and it's quite complicated for you guys. So the first one is economics and society. Economics is the study of production of goods and services. So in economics, what do we study? We basically study about money. We study about GDP. We studied about profit, losses. We studied about goods that are produced, services that are given, and we study about export, import, output, input, right? All of that. The economy of the society is the subject matter of economics. So in economics, we study economy. That is the main concern. We study about the way money is made. Okay, the way GDP is increasing or decreasing in our country. It studies economic activities, economic policies, etc. So economics studies uh, the different sectors of activities that contributes to the economy of the country. It studies economic policies. So the economic activities and economic behaviors is looked through the sociological lenses. So sociology on the other hand sees how people behave in an economic firm, in an industry, in a factory where which works for the upliftment of the country, economic development of the country. So the behavior people shows the norms, the values, the rules, regulations, the interest of the workers, the personal relationship. All of this is studied by sociology. The next one is sociology and political science. Political science basically studies the political theories and the government administration. Yeah, so it studies all the theories of politics and how the government administers a certain country. It studies formal structure of the government and not the political behavior. Sorry for the typos. I just tend to type very fast and it just happens. So, politics studies how the different levels of the government are structured, and who is the head, and how many members are there, and how it is supposed to function. But it does not really study the behavior, the political behavior of the politicians or the people in government, ranks. So, sociology studies the political behavior, it studies institutions like the government. So, as political science studies government formation of the structure of the parliament or the Rajya Sabha, the Lok Sabha, the panchayats, municipal corporations, sociology studies the government as in itself, as an institution, how people behave politically. All of this is studied by sociology. So there is a branch of sociology called political sociology, which studies the political behavior and such areas. Sociology and history. Historians study the past, and sociology studies the contemporary and recent past. So the historians, they study the distant past, and sociology studies the recent past which just happened, and the contemporary times, that is the present. Mainstream history has been about history of kings and war. So in history you study about kings, you study of revolutions, wars that took place a long time back. History also studies land relations, but it is more of a study in sociology. So you will, or you may have studied about all the zamindari, raitwari system, jajmani system, and all of that agrarian thing is studied in history, but it is more of interest, okay, in sociology. So at present, history has become a lot sociological. So currently, there is a branch of sociology, that is historical sociology. So here, the historians see the past in a very sociological manner, okay. And actually history and sociology, these are like two sides of the same coin. And many people also say that history is the sociology of the past and sociology is the history of the present. That is usually said. And one theorist has also said that the more sociological history becomes and the more historical sociology becomes, it is better. Okay, so history and sociology are like extremely tied up. Okay, so the next one is sociology and psychology. So psychology studies the human behavior. It studies about our human behavior. It studies about human intelligence, learning, motivation, memory, nervous system, etc. It studies the mental state of a person. Sociology concerns itself with how an individual behaves in a social group. So as psychology studies human behavior and individual behavior, okay, sociology studies the same individual behavior but in a social setting, in a group setting. A branch of sociology, social psychology, studies human behavior in social groups. Then again, there is a branch of sociology called social psychology, which studies human behavior in social groups, in large gatherings. And the last one is sociology and anthropology. Anthropology basically deals with simpler societies. It studies about societies in the past or even the present, but in a very simple manner. Whereas sociology deals with complex societies. Okay, it studies in a very, like, in a more detailed and concrete manner. And lastly, social anthropology and cultural anthropology is closest to sociology. So these two branches of sociology exist, and it is more in sync with sociology. So we come to the end of the chapter. I want you all to do your assignment. I will be opening your assignment window soon. I want each one of you to submit, because you are going to be marked. Okay, I'll write the points there, and you will also be I will keep a record of those who submit and those who do not, right? And if you have any problem with the text, the ones I have not explained, which I believe is self-explanatory, it's very simple, so please tell me. Okay, thank you.